Paris, 1901. A landlord in concerned about unpaid rent and a horrible stench, forced his way into a tenant's small, shuttered apartment. What he found would shock France and make headlines across Europe. Inside the cramped, decaying room lay a bed, rumpled and reeking, and in that bed, tucked neatly beneath the covers, was a mummified corpse. Next to it lay a woman, very much alive. Her name was Madame Blanche Maneyer, a quiet, reclusive woman in her 40s, known to neighbors only as the widow. But she wasn't grieving, she was loving, because the corpse beside her, she insisted, was her former lover, a man who had died in her arms years before. He had clearly been dead for years. Madame Maneyer admitted she had spoken to him daily, dressed him, and laid beside him each night. She said she didn't report his death because she couldn't bear to say goodbye. But instead of burying him, she kept him. She was later declared legally insane and placed in an asylum. The man's body was shockingly desiccated by the dry air of the sealed apartment and the tightly drawn curtains. But no one could deny the eerie devotion she had shown. But psychologists and criminologists have since referenced it as a rare example of necrophilic delusional disorder in which intense grief, isolation, and mental illness create a complete psychological break from reality. Police arrested her immediately, but doctors, stunned by her calm demeanor and absolute belief in the relationship, recommended psychiatric evaluation. Newspapers dubbed the case La Veuve des Ombres, the Widow of Shadows. Some articles portrayed her as a deranged romantic. Others called her a monster. The case faded from public memory, overshadowed by more sensational crimes in the 20th century. Madame Maneyer died a few years later, still claiming she was in love. And so, in a locked room above the streets of Belle Epoque, Paris, love and death shared a bed until the day the door was finally opened.